Aurelio, that's a massive result for your team today.
Yep.
What's your overriding emotions coming in after that?
Extremely pleased, obviously. Since last week, we've really been playing finals football. Tonight was another final for us, and we got over the line. Yeah. I thought we were pretty good first half. We probably could have had a third goal and probably put it to bed. But we lost the courage. We turned over the ball way too much. We defended way too deep, put ourselves under pressure most of that second half. To be honest, West Sydney, they came at us and they had to, because being 2-0 down at half time. But those moments we probably didn't handle as good as we should have.
Do you think that's as a result of maybe the pressure and the expectation on this game, given the way that they had that 2-0 lead and then...
No, we shouldn't. To be honest, we shouldn't worry about the result. We should continue doing what we have been doing over the last 7 or 8 weeks, and being positive and playing our football, which we've done really well. But as soon as you drop a little bit of intensity, if one drops, the second one drops, and all of a sudden you have a little bit of chink in the armour. So that's something that we can address. But I think we've evolved, certainly over the last 3 months, because I think 3 months ago we probably would have lost this game.
Where do you think that first half in particular sits for you? As you said, the last few weeks you've noticed the team start trending upwards again. Where does that first half performance rank for you this season? Because ultimately it was far too good for the Wanderers.
Yeah, it was good. I think, like, for example, last week and the games that were really dominant, we scored quickly, or we scored 2 or 3 goals early, and that could have also been the case tonight. If we look back 3 weeks ago, we did exactly the same to Newcastle at home and didn't take any points, or we ended up drawing the game, but we missed so many chances, and that could happen. So I thought our 2 goals that we scored tonight we took really, really well. And as I said, in that first half, we had some really good opportunities, probably could have put it to bed.
It was a bit of a heart stopper in the end. Were you a bit worried that the result could have gotten away from your team?
No, I think we got a different resolve about the team right at this point.
Where does that come from, Aurelio? Is that something you've noticed has changed over the last few months of the season after the back of a few difficult results? Is that something that the senior players have led, or yourself and the coach?
No, everyone's led that. Obviously, we're the coaches, so it's got to start somewhere. But it's a buy-in, it's a belief. You get some decent results and you get some momentum, and that's what we've had over this last, probably, I don't know how many, probably 7 or 8 games, to be honest.
You mentioned, obviously, in your pre-match press conference about this being a grand final, and I suppose the attitude towards that and the approach to that. You've been playing finals, if you like, for the last few weeks to get yourselves into this position now. Do you think actually the momentum that you've got now is going to make your team quite hard to stop?
That's a difficult question to answer. We're in a good spot. We've sensed it, as I said, over the last couple of months. There's just a different vibe. You can see it in their eyes. You can see it in their body language. As I said, probably 3 months ago, this game would have been a lot more difficult for us, and we just found a way. And you know what finals are like. You have to find a way to win, even when you're not playing at your very best.
It was the risk of City not making the first finals in 9 years. Did that play on your mind, I guess, in your first year as coach?
You try to control a lot of things, but that didn't even come into the equation. We know where we sit. We've had a pretty inconsistent year, to be honest. We've had a lot of disruptions with players, with staff as well, and lots of other things. It's all part of, I suppose, a season in football. And we put ourselves now, I think what's important, we put ourselves in a really strong position for next week's game. And in a way, next week's game is very tough as well, because not that they're a bit of a bogey team, but it's always been a super challenge against Western United. Thank you, guys. Thank you.